Okay, today we're going to be talking about arrays. And with arrays, we're going to talk first about declaring arrays, and then we're going to talk about filling arrays after that. Arrays can be declared multiple ways. You're going to need some type of data type, an array name, and a set of brackets after that. Okay, so now we just declared int ARR array. Okay. We can also declare and initialize it simply by adding an equal symbol, using the new operator, and the type again, bracket. Okay. And it's always good to give it a size. By default it's 10. Now remember, with arrays, once created it must stay that size, so you cannot exceed the size you give it. If you had to go more than 15, in this case you would actually have to create a brand new array of 17, 18, or whatever, how big you want it to be. This does not automatically expand like other array list does. You can also declare arrays with using the bracket symbol first, and here I have an array int x. And whether you declare with the bracket after or before does not matter. You can use the comma, declare multiple arrays. So now I have array x, y, and t. You can only do it with the bracket in front, declare multiple arrays. If I would declare individual arrays, I would have to do it this way. So either way would work. Either the middle way, where the bracket's up front, x, y, and t, or s, bracket, b, bracket, g, bracket. Okay, now that you have an array, let's say we're working with our first array, ARR, and we want to fill it with values, we need to go ahead and create a loop. And we need to find the length of the array by simply going ARR.length. Okay, again with array.length, notice there is a difference between length of an array and length with a string. If we're talking about strings, you need to use the parentheses after length, because that is a method that tells us how many characters are in that string. But if we're talking about an array, this is actually a variable that holds how big the array is. And let's just say I want to fill the array, and I want to fill the ith position, in this case starting at 0, and I'm going to fill it with I plus 2. And that should work. Every value here, I starts at 0, so in the 0 position should be 2, and then 4, 6, 8, and so forth on down the line, all the way down to we hit 15th. And to output it, you do the exact same thing. You need a for loop, parentheses, int I equal 0, I is less than array dot length I plus plus. And to output it, we'll use system.out.println, And we're going to output one element at a time. So we'll go A, R, R, bracket I. So the first time through a loop, the 0th position should be outputted, which should be, in our case, 2. So let's go ahead and build this. Make sure we don't have any errors. Process complete, which was good. And then we're going to go ahead and run this. And if you notice, 2 was out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So this first loop goes ahead and increases this by 2. Again, since this is starting at 0, it'll be at 2. Then I becomes 1, that's 3. I becomes 2, that's 4, and so forth down the line. And then this just outputs everything. That's all there is to arrays. Again, this allows us to gain access to individual positions using the bracket, and this allows us to declare an array. Hopefully this helps, so we'll have more on arrays in the near future. Please look at Classroom for any more updates. Thank you.